brain development with the screenplay. Please give a warm round of applause for Mr. Stan Tunnell, ladies and gentlemen. Stan Tunnell. How y'all doing? Come on, Middletown, you can clap for her leaving better than that. One more time. Give it up. Some of the younger people in here that might be thinking about having kids, think about her. This might turn out like that. That's all I gotta say. Good to be in Middletown, a Black Box Theater. Boy, that's false advertising. It's good to be here, though. I gotta tell you something. I love my job. I love being a comedian. I love entertaining you. I love making you laugh. But I'm starting to realize that people don't take comedy seriously as a profession. You don't respect it. And I can tell you don't respect it by the comments I always get whenever I'm at a party and somebody finds out I'm a comedian. It's always the same thing. You're a comedian, say something funny. And you would never make any other professional prove themselves to you. Like, you wouldn't meet a gynecologist at the same party. You're a gynecologist? Let me smell your finger. At least I hope you wouldn't. Yeah, but I hope. But I love my job. But my passion is restaurants. I really want to open up a restaurant. But all the good things are taken. You know, you got your Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, Ethiopian, Hooters. They're all gone. But I think I found my niche. I'm going to open up a Hooters for women. Yeah. I'm going to call it Pickles. All my guys are going to come to work in tight orange spandex shorts. Cock ring and a ball harness. You know how the waitresses at Hooters always flash a little cleavage when they take your order? Oh my God, I'm just going to walk up to your table and sit your package down. Today's special is kielbasa and meatballs. I recommend it. It's very succulent. It's good to be here, man. I was in London like 5 weeks ago doing comedy. I had a really good time over there. You're a smoker, I can tell you this. I got beat up in London, and by this white guy. I don't know if you know this, black people are not supposed to get beat up by white guys. Okay? It's not supposed to happen. Nobody else black here, I can tell you the story. Right? Apparently in London, you're not allowed to say that Amy Winehouse and her husband are the British version of Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. Guy got very offended by that. And the reason I got beat up is because I didn't take him very seriously. This guy was like 6'4", 240 pounds. This kind of guy that goes to the gym and eats weights. That just eats them. And I couldn't take him seriously because of that uppity British accent. I just can't take that as menacing. After the show, excuse me, sir, but you talked about Amy in such a way, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take you outside and thrash you. Just a little bit. I was like, what is a little bit? I started laughing. I was like, you want to go outside? Okay, yes. Maybe afterward we can share a bag. I didn't know that was British for a cigarette. So we get outside. I'm really upset now, but he's talking trash. But he's talking with that British accent. I am going to thrash you. And I am laughing at this 6'4", 230-pound guy. Beat the shit out of me. Club in London. I don't know why I told you guys that story. I really don't. What's going on? Barack Obama is officially the Democratic nominee for President of the United States. How the hell did that happen? White women, I gotta talk to y'all now, because demographically, there's more white women in this country than any other group. How did y'all let that happen? All that equal rights, women get money, and all that stuff is out the window now. I don't know how that happened. Because I didn't know Hillary was that polarizing. Because I like Hillary. After she moved to New York and became senator, I said she's going to run for president, and I'm going to vote for her. I didn't know she was that polarizing. I really didn't. I was really surprised, because like, her detractors hate her. All her supporters are lesbian. There's no in between there. I was really kind of disappointed in the whole situation, because like I said, I like Hillary. My neighbor hates Hillary. White woman, I mean, she's not lesbian, but she just hates Hillary. And we were talking like that. I was like, why do you hate Hillary? He said, I just thought that whole Monica Lewinsky thing, she should have left Bill after that. I left my husband after he did that to me. I said, yeah, but your husband works at Wawa. This is the president of the free world. Plus, I'm pretty sure you could have forgiven a blowjob or two if he ever got promoted to manager. Be for real. Be for real. Black folks are getting into politics in a way they never have before, which is kind of scary. It really is, because I overheard a black guy talking about politics like he's a political pundit and doesn't know what the damn thing he was talking about. Just loud and wrong. He said, yeah, that's right. I'm voting for Bahama. We all get the trip to the island that he getting on. Yeah. He gonna paint the White House black. Air Force One's gonna have 24-inch rims on it. Some tinted windows. Oh, it's gonna be gangster. Gonna have a barbecue pit out front. Horseshoe pit on the side. Oh, it's gonna be the shit. I'm going. Bahama. Crazy. One thing I don't get is the organization Puma. You familiar with them? Any y'all in here right now? They're all home sulking, I guess. The group Puma. Party, unity, my ass. Is the way to stand. These are the supporters of Hillary that have chosen to break from the party. They're not going to support Barack Obama. They want to support Hillary. Bunch of angry ass women, I'm telling you right now. You know why they're angry? Because they're Pumas. They're not hot enough to be cougars, so that's all it is. In an effort to get the Hillary Democrats, Hillary women, John McCain picked a woman as his running mate. Proving to himself once again, he just does not get what the hell is going on. Did you see? Let me say something real quick about Hillary. Whether you like her or not, Hillary is one of the smartest people in the country. She has been a champion of women's rights her whole political career. Health care, abortion, everything, you name it, Hillary has been a part of it. She graduated from Yale Law School. Did you see this twit McCain rushed out there to be the new Hillary? Oh my God, this woman, I don't know if you noticed, she was first runner-up in the Mr. Alaska pageant. So you know she's not too bright. That right there tells you. And the thing about it, she lost to a black woman in Alaska. How the hell does that happen? The only other thing black in Alaska is oil. You're not supposed to love oil. Come on. And think about it, you know she's not right because what woman in her right mind wants to put a bikini on in Alaska? And if there's any McCain supporters here, I'm not trying to say that woman's dumb, but I will say this. She's the governor of Alaska. They spent 6 months in the dark anyway. Just how it goes. God, my mouth is so dry. I don't know how you women do it, man. You all talk forever.
Rehydrate.
Okay, public service announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a comedy show. I don't even know how this works, but I give a monologue. Okay? So all you would-be hecklers in here, I don't play. I'm telling you right now, I don't play. Don't mess with me or test me on this, all right? Don't let this extra weight fool you. As a major Division I college athlete, a varsity star, and though I was short, I was the toughest son of a bitch on the tennis team. I got my records out in the car, the circus out here. Peter's trade is over. I don't care what you say, though. I'm going to miss George Bush. I'm not ashamed to say I'm going to miss him. As a comedian, man. Whenever I needed material, all I had to do was turn on MSNBC, and I could always count on Bush to say something stupid. One time, I was on the road, I got a newspaper, I saw a quote from Bush, and I just absolutely refused to believe that my president of the United States is that damn dumb. Could not believe it. Till I got to the hotel, opened up my computer, and saw it on YouTube. George W. Bush said, and I quote, "The philosophy of Al-Qaeda is a philosophy that philosophizes the philosophics of Al-Qaeda." What the hell does that mean? Why is this man breathing air? Somebody tell me that. And what does that say about us? And he got elected twice! Come on! You know how much hell I caught in London over that? Come on! I don't know what's going on in Texas, man. I really don't. There's some dumb people in Texas. Jessica Simpson, Texas. You know she's not a natural mom. She's just so dumb, they forced her to dye her hair. I was watching an interview with her on VH1 or MTV or something, and a guy said to her, "Jessica, you're doing movies, you got your music career, you're dating a quarterback, what are your future aspirations?" She said, "Aspirations? I use Tylenol." I was like, "Oh my God." She's so dumb, Anna Nicole Smith is looking down on her going, "That bitch is stupid." And Dan Quayle agreed with us. "Yeah, she sure is. You know, I use ibuprofen." Speaking of dumb blondes, I was in a record store yesterday. And looking around, I see where Paris Hilton has a music CD out. Did you know that? First of all, how did that become sexy? Well, I mean, truly, how did this become sexy? I'm gonna read what, 87, 88 ounces? There's nothing sexy about that. I'm still pissed. I went to my mailbox a couple years ago and had to pull my Playboy out and look at her skeletal remains in my Playboy. She looks like one of them third world children that Sally Struthers hangs out with. There's nothing sexy about that. I had a buddy of mine come rushing over to my house one time. "Stan, I got that Paris Hilton sex video. You gotta see this. You gotta see it." He put it in. I'm like, "Where is she?" All I see is some guy driving up with a mop. She's so skinny, she makes Ally McBeal look like Roseanne Barr. Nothing sexy about that, man. I'm sorry. It's not sexy.
No.
I'm glad you all laughing because I'm a little out of sorts. I had an EMG today. Anybody ever had one of them? What it is, they take a car battery and hook it up to you and shock you for about 35, 40 minutes. I have some lower back pain from a car accident, so I'm getting this EMG, and this girl is just shocking me for 35, 40 minutes. Then the doctor comes in, "Stan, how you doing?" Like, how I'm doing? I feel like a Guantanamo Bay refugee. Don't worry, it's almost over. All I want to do now is just stick this long needle in me, hook it up to a microphone, and see what your muscles got to say. It's like, "They say ow, doc." That's what my muscles say. They say ow. After about 30, 35 sticks in his needle, I was like, "You know what, doc? Just give me a prostate exam, right?" Because it's got to feel better than this thing right here. And he gave me a prostate exam. And I was wrong. And for you guys, you younger guys that haven't had that exam yet, let me take some advice from me. When you go to get this, take your wife, your girlfriend, or a hooker with you. Because you're going to want to establish your manhood as soon as possible. Right there in the exam room. I'm telling you right now. Take it from me. Speaking of prostate exams, there we go again, PSA. Speaking of mentioning prostate exam, I was reading Men's Health magazine. They had a study, and they said where San Francisco is #1 in the U.S. when it comes to prostate health. Did we really need to study for this one? Really? Couldn't have gone somewhere else. Let money go somewhere else. Men in San Francisco get prostate exams like 2 or 3 times a week. They make a day of it. You know, go to an early matinee or a show, have dinner, and straight to the doctor's office on that. We gotta stop wasting money like that sometimes, though. Me and my sister just took my nephew back to college a couple days ago. And this boy never ceases to embarrass me every opportunity he gets. It's bad enough he's 6'4", 248 pounds, and there's a flag twirler in the band. He's in the lobby of the dormitory crying like some 6-year-old girl because his mother wouldn't buy him some Timberland boots. You don't understand, Uncle Dad. You don't understand. I need those Timbs. I need those Timbs. I said, well, shut up. Stop crying and bashing me in front of these young girls. I might get some. Grow up and be a man. That's what a man does. He separates his wants from his needs. What do you mean, Uncle Dad? What do you mean? I said, what do I mean? For instance, I want Halle Berry. But I need to get laid now. That's why I'm doing Macy Gray. Do you understand? It's just sad. Speaking of schools, high school called me a few weeks ago. They want me to come and give a talk to the students. And they had me thinking about how much has changed since I was in high school now. Teachers are having sex with students now. And not the skanky-looking teachers. Oh, no, these teachers are hot. Did you see the girl in Florida and the one in Tennessee? The black girl in Texas? Yeah, black girls are doing it now, too. They had her on CNN defending herself. She's like, I don't think I did anything wrong. The guy said, ma'am, you had sex with a student. She's like, so? He wasn't in any of my classes. Like, yeah, well, she does have a point there. Guess that's all right. I don't know, I just moved back to Philadelphia area not too long ago. You know what I forgot to mention? I'm so sorry, because I'm in Delaware. I should have mentioned Joe Biden. Y'all like Joe Biden? I love Joe Biden. Love this man, absolutely love him. Because Joe Biden is one of the few politicians that's not only going to tell you the truth, he's going to tell you like it is. He doesn't care what the newspapers are going to say. I fell in love with this man during the Democratic debates. When somebody brought up Rudolph Giuliani, and he said the greatest quote I think I've ever heard. He said, Rudy Giuliani, every sentence he says has a noun, a subject, and the word 9/11 in it. I had a man crush on him. I love that man. I was like, if Obama doesn't pick Hillary, I hope he picks Biden. And he did, and it was a very, very smart choice. I really hope they win. I really do. PSA number 2 is over. Thank you. I don't know, but I'm looking at this. I moved back up here because my father's sick. You know, when you spend a lot of time, now that you're grown, have you ever talked to your parents about the stuff they did to you as a child, and they try to deny it ever happened now? My father, he owns up to everything he ever did to me when I was a kid like it's a badge of honor now. Just last week we were talking, he's like, you're damn right! You goddamn right I locked you outside in your underwear. In your sky! You wouldn't be where you are today if I hadn't done that. I was like, where's that, Dad? Therapy? I was 9 years old when I found out about the concept of allowance. Me and my friends were on the playground having an economic summit. So let me get this straight. You get paid money to clean your room and take out the trash? Man, I spent it home. I was like, Dad, I gotta talk to you, Dad. Dad, I gotta talk to you. Serious business here, Dad. I gotta talk to you. I gotta talk to you. Can I have some allowance? My father looked down at me and said, son, you already get an allowance. I do what? You're allowed to eat. You're allowed to sleep. And you're allowed to take a shit on Tuesday. Now get your now ass back outside. I wish I was making that up, but that's it truly is. Oh man. I love my father. I want to have some kids one day. Not from to raise them the way my father raised me. My kids are going to get an allowance. And I'm going to have that sex talk with my kids, that I didn't have with my father, because I don't want my kids to grow up learning about sex the way I did. The Catholic Church, that ain't right. Have that talk. Because you got to have that talk, because if you don't have that talk, you find out about sex usually from the oldest kid in the neighborhood who hardly ever right. I got through my junior year of high school thinking DD stood for vagina dirt. I was like, what? Peter got vagina dirt? How the hell did that happen? I don't understand that. That's my father, though, man. My father's a crazy guy, man. I love him. We just have a big family meeting. That's what my family does when there's a crisis. We got to meet and discuss it. I get all the way up to Westchester, where my family's from, and just to find out my cousin got evicted from her house. Let me ask y'all a question. How do you get evicted from a Section 8 house? Huh? Tell me. The rent's only $1.50. You can find out in your couch cushion. I walked in her house one day, her furniture was all flipped over. I was like, oh my gosh, you got robbed. She said, no, I didn't. I'm just looking for rent money. Man, here's 32 cents. Go pay that rent. Let me tell you what kind of woman my cousin is. Her boyfriend just got sent to the same prison as her husband. Yeah. And these two fools are in the prison fighting over a woman that neither one of them can screw for at least 8 years. Like 8 years? That's 15 more guys coming through the door. They'll be having WWE tag team matches. Doesn't make any sense, man. One thing I saw at the meeting that just totally tripped me out. I just couldn't believe it. I saw a little cousin of mine. Hadn't seen her in like 9, 10 years. She's 18 years old and has 3 kids. The oldest kid is 5, so when you do the math, she was actually 12 when she conceived that child. And I have been thinking about how much has changed, how fast kids are growing up and this whole loss of innocence thing. And it's because they don't sing those songs we used to sing when we were young. Because the songs told you how everything was supposed to be. You know the song, help me out. Stan and Tracy. Sitting in the tree. First comes love. Second comes marriage. Here comes Tracy with a baby. See that? Love, marriage, baby. That whole dynamic has changed now, hasn't it? Now it's there goes Taniqua. Sitting in the tree. F-U-C-K, all right? Ain't no love, ain't no marriage, just Taniqua's dumbass with a baby. That makes no sense. I like to stop going to the family meetings, but I can't. It's the only time my family can get together legally. Seriously, my family got banned from having family reunions for 20 years. Banned for 20 years, that's right. So we had a riot breakout at my last family reunion. It's like my light-skinned relatives versus my dark-skinned relatives. It's like a bad Spike Lee movie. One of these versus the Jigaboo. The SWAT team showed up in riot gear, stun guns and tear gas all over the place. SWAT was propelling down from helicopters and everything. And it all started over some potato salad. Really good potato salad, but potato salad nonetheless. Apparently one of my dark-skinned relatives overheard one of my light-skinned relatives saying, "Who made the potato salad?" I'm not eating it, one of the darkest made. And all hell broke loose. I had a lot of white people in my family, by marriage, obviously. And I'm standing there watching this with them, and one of them turns to me and goes, "Stan, these niggas are crazy." And I got mad. Not because he said nigger to me, oh no, because I'd be like, if you marry one, damn, you got the right to call him. I got mad because he was right. These niggas weren't crazy. Because they should have been whipping a white girl's ass that made the greens, because that shit was nasty. toured around. I went to Vegas just to kind of hang out a little bit. Saw some really interesting information. Strippers in Las Vegas are forming a union. Yes, they are. Apparently, they're upset with some of the new laws that are being passed in Las Vegas. They are going to restrict how strippers touch their customers during a lap dance. In Las Vegas. They have a hooker yellow page in every hotel room, but you're worried about how strippers are going to touch their customers. How would you regulate something like that anyway? You don't have officials in there watching? With a personal foul? Illegally using their hands on Bambi? $15 fine, repeat lap dance. Doesn't make any sense. But you got to them hookers were out there, though. They were out there. 2, 7, 4, 8. We really like to stimulate. 9, 4, 3, 8. Pay us more, we'll fornicate. They were out there, though. They marched on City Hall. Well, they tried to march on City Hall. You know, them clear heels got to hurting and they stopped. But God bless them. God bless them. They blew City Hall. I mean, they taught City Hall and they changed their mind. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. She was there, I saw her. Her husband was in jail. Yeah, he's a pimp. Oh, come on. I know a prostitute when I see her. I'm not going to tell you how I know. She was done as soon as he mentioned the whipped cream. I thought, oh, that's a prostitute. She got a little bit too excited about the whipped cream. Yes, she did. I digress. But I'm back in the Philadelphia area. One thing I noticed about up here, being a single guy, there's a lot of interracial couples up this way. You know, when I was younger, I used to really hate interracial couples. You know, when I grew up and matured, I figured if you can find love with someone of another race, God bless you, be happy. Since I moved back up here, I get mad for a totally different reason. So whenever you see a black girl with a white guy, it's always a hot black chick. Nerdy white guy, hot black chick. And you see a brother with a white girl, what do you see? It's always some fat, stank, nasty, dirty bloated white guy. It's just straight. Two white guys got to kick her ass here too. You get Halle Berry, we get Roseanne Barr. Dating a fat white chick right now. That's the law. Well, we're sitting around like a couple of months ago. She said, Stan, let's go see that play, The Vagina Monologues. Have y'all heard of this play? I had never heard of it. I was like, Vagina Monologues? Those things can talk? That's my surprise. All these years I've been trying to read their lips. Turns out they were speaking on tongues all along. But ladies, y'all do some strange things with your time. You really do. Like give it that little Hitler mustache. Hold it up for ransom. You ever had that happen to you? Sitting around watching a game with the fellas and you get that call, you're like, hello, hello. I have your vagina. If you ever expect to see it again, you'll take me to dinner and a show. Baby, is that you? No, this is not negotiable. Meet me at Ruth Chris Steakhouse at 8 p.m. If I see any of your friends anywhere near you, you're never going to see the vagina again. Correct? We gotta go. We gotta leave the Super Bowl to take them to dinner. My question is, fellas, how do we give up that kind of power? There's more women in the world, so there's got to be more vaginas. So simple supply and demand. This is more valuable. We should be on the street corners at night selling ourselves. With nothing wrong but a jock strap and a pair of Doc Martens. So come on, baby, got that car. I'll later. Fellas, think about it. I guarantee you. Fellas, seriously, I guarantee you, have fake ones at home. Really, 3/4 of women here got fake ones at home. So why should we profit off ours? Really, we should auction ours off in here right now. I'll start. 125, 125, 2. Come on, ladies, this is Amy's Copper. I'm a curve. Guaranteed to hit the deal. Sold to the horny woman in the back. Fellas, we should go public with our cops. We really should. Set up our own trading exchange. The New York Cock Exchange. See the guy with the financial news updates for that? Ladies and gentlemen, the financial news here is Richard Head. Thank you, Jim. Black cops are on the rise again, showing unprecedented growth. Well, white cops remain stagnant in a stagnant economy. Hispanic cops are holding strong, and Asian cops have completely fallen off the board. My name is Tunnell. Thank you very much.